Before a woman ever hears your name, for you smile, speak, or even glance in her direction, she's already noticed you, judged you, categorized you, not because he's cruel, not because she's cruel, but because her mind, her subconscious, is built for survival. It's wired to scan, evaluate, and sort every man into 1 of 2 categories. I want him close or keep him away. This happens in seconds, not with words, but with signals. Signals sending whether you realize it or not, while you're thinking about what. Tassacia's already analyzed the tilt of your head, the pace of your walk, the way your eyes move through the room. She's watching the way your body takes up space, the way you stand when you think. No one's watching the strength or insecurity in your silence. While most men are busy overthinking the conversation she's already made, her decision based on everything you said without ever speaking. This is their reality. No one teaches men women don't fall for your job title. They don't fantasize about your income. They don't crave your resume. They crave prosensity, crave certainty. They crave the feeling of being in the orbit of a Monroe. Is grounded, intentional, and emotionally unshakable. In the first few seconds, she notices everything, not just your clothes, but how you wear them, not just your smile, but what's behind it, not just your height, but your energy. So if you think attraction begins when you speak, you're already too late. It begins the moment you walk through the door, the moment you enter the room. The moment your eyes meet hers or don't, and in that split second, she already knows what kind of man she's dealing with. In this video, I'll reveal the 15 things women instantly notice about a man and why 1 triggers deep primal signals of attraction. These are not pickup tricks, these are not gimmicks, these are real psychological patterns that make the difference between being seen as a man she desires or a man she forgets. Let's begin. Most men spend their lives trying to figure out what to say to impress a woman, what text to send, what line to use, what story to tell, but by the time you've even opened your mouth, she's already gathered enough data to thirstily crave you or completely write off. Because here's the uncomfortably, attraction doesn't begin with your words, it begins with your presence. Long before you speak, her mind has already scanned your entire being, not consciously, not logically, but instinctually, subconsciously. Rapidly, in just a few seconds, she's picked up subtle, primal cues that scream 1 of 2 things. This man is grounded, capable, safe, and desirable. Or, this man doesn't even know who he is. Notices the details, the things you overlook. The small silent signatures. Orthwo, you are, at your core, the angle of your jaw. When you're not talking, the way your eyes scan the room or lock into hers, the stillness of your body when others are fidgeting, the calmness in your voice, the strength in your silence. Doesn't care about your income right now. She doesn't care about your past year plans or your promises. What she feels instantly is this: are you a man who commands space without begging for it? Are you in control of yourself, your body, your breath, your energy? Because a woman isn't drawn to men who chase Hershes, drawn to the man who doesn't need her yet remains deeply magnetic. Not because he's arrogant, but because he's unshaken, hurried, unapologetically present, and his. What no one tells you, she's not waiting for you to impress her, she's watching to see if you impress yourself, how you move, how you dress, how you speak, and most importantly, how you carry your masculine essence into Thulden. This video we're diving into the 15 things women instantly notice about men at 1 hour in, not after a few dates, but in the first 30 seconds, often countering you. These are the things that trigger deep subconscious distractory in her, even if she doesn't understand why, even if she pretends she didn't notice, even if she never says a word, because attraction is biological, it's ancient, and it speaks in signals, not sentences. So if you want to be the kind of man who doesn't have to chase women because his presence alone earns their attention and desire, then lean in, take notes, because Hesythus isn't just about getting noticed, it's about becoming undeniable. Let's begin. Own your posture, the silent announcement of who you are before you ever speak, before you even make eye contact. Your posture is already speaking for you. Do you walk with a sense of gravity, or do you move like you're trying to disappear? A man who stands tall, shoulders, backspine aligned, not forced, but natural, sends a message deeper than words, headles the world. I am comfortable in miskin, I am unshaken, I don't seek appravali, command it. Women feel that it's aprimal cue of confidence, leadership, and high status, slouch, and she'll assume you shrink in other areas of life. To stand with quiet strength, and she wonder woe, you really are to your energy the unspoken frequency that fills the room before she even sees your face. She feels you energy isn't mystical, it's emotional presence. Is your energy frantic nervosity, or calm, still grounded? Like a manwo has nothing to prove, a woman's intuition can pick up that vibration and she might not articulate it but she knows when a man has power over himself. Energy is the atmosphere you create it, sire. Invisible fingerprint. Man who enters the room without saying a word, yet draws attention, that's snap luck, that's energetic display. Your eyes, the window to your masculine core. A woman looks into your eyes for one reason, to read your truth, nat, the one you tell others, the one you carry inside. Do your eyes dart nervously a stare with aggressive hunger, or Darthy hold steady soft, but grounded, a confident gaze that neither demands nor apologized? Strong eye contact makes her feel shone, but more than that, it makes her feel safe. Because a man who can hold her gaze can hold her heart, and if your eyes show emptiness or anxiety, she feel it before you know it. Eye contact is not just a tool, it's a test, and the confident man never blinks first. For ya smile, not for charm, but for salutations. It's not about flashing teeth, it's about intention, the kind of smile that says, I'm not here to perform, I'm here because I want to be the man who smiles with scented stillness, a slow deliberate smirk that carries no interpretation. That's the man who makes her stomach flutter. Women are incredibly perceptive. To smiles, they can tell when it's devotion, it's fake, and when it's truly masculine. A real smile isn't wide, it's deep. It speaks from a man who's content with, or without her 5-year voice, fine visible seduction. Tool most men ignore. Real woman listens to how you speak, before listens to what you say. Your voice reveals your internal state fast. You're nervous, loud, you're trying to profakey, you're unsure of yourself, but deep, slow, calm, with deliberate pauses. That voice penetrates her emotions, it makes her feel without knowing. Why the most attractive men speak like time ice on their side. They don't rush, they own the silence between words because they know their voice alone is enough to stir something inside. Her 6-year style language, you speak without words. Women care about fashion, they care a boot fit. The man who dresses with intention, who chooses clean fitted clothes, well-matched colors, polished shed shoes, says something important. I respect myself. You don't need designer label, Sue. Just need congruent clothing that fits your personality, your body. Your energy style is about story, and when your appearance aligns with your identity, she instantly senses something rare, authentic, masculinitizing. Your scent, the invisible memory. Trajira woman may forget what you said, but she'll never forget how you smelled. Your scent bypasses logic and hits emotion. Clean skin, subtle cologne, natural masculine pheromones. It's one of the few things that go straight to her subconscious. If you smell unforgettable, she'll crave your presence, because scent doesn't just attract, it anchors desire. Memory. 8. Your hands, the tools of action and presence. Women notice hands more than men realize. Are they clean? Are they steady? Are they expressive or awkward? Do they or move with purpose? Hands reveal what kind of man you are, what you build, what you create, what you touch. A subtle touch with powerful hands can say more than 1,000 words, and when she notices your hands, she's imagining what they are capable of. 9. Your shoes, a snapshot of self-respect. She looks down, yes, she judges Andy's. Your shoes tell her more than you think. Not about style, but about self-care. Are they scuffed, slop-uted, or are they intentional, clean, matching the rest of your outfit? Shoes ground you, and women instinctively ascetics. Your foundation with your inner world. Neglect the small things and Jay assumes you neglect bigger things to 10. You're grooming the care you take on. Being a man, no, it's not about being pretty, it's about respect. Your beard, your hairline, your skin, even your nails hair, you clean, trimmed, presentable base. The man who takes care of himself doesn't just look good, he sends a message. I take pride in who I am. In disciplined, I don't live passively, looking for perfection there. Looking for presence and grooming. Grievals, how present you are in your own body. 11. Your presence in the room, do you radiate or disappear when you enter a space? Do people notice? Not because you're allowed, but because you, matter. Presence is power without volume. It's posture, eye contact, breath, stillness. The moan who walks in without chasing go tension yet commands it. He doesn't need to be seen, he's already felt. 12. How you act when you're alone. The truest of character. She watches when you think no one's watching. Are you constantly on your phone, anxious, bored? Do you stand still, relaxed, fully rooted in your surroundings? Man who is comfortable in solitude is a man who doesn't need to perform for anyone, and that is wildly attractive. It means he lives for himself, not for applause. 13. How you treat others, especially those you don't need. She's watching how you treat people who can't anything for you. The waiter, the janitor, the old man you pass by. Are you kind? Are you respectful? Do you acknowledge them? Women, notice this deeply, because how you treat the unseen is how you'll eventually treat her when the mask falls off. 14. Your restraint. In what you don't do, you don't chase, you don't perform, you don't try to impress. That restraint, the ability to zombie be, is magnetic, because most men overcompensate. The man who can sit in silence, who doesn't flinch when she tests him, that is the man who flips the script, she begins chasing him. 15. Your emotional control. Final frontier of masculine power. When things go wrong, when someone offends you, when plans change, do you react or do you respond? A man who keeps his emotional center, who doesn't panic, overthink, or lash out. That's the man. A woman feels safe with, and safety isn't weakness, it's the way to deep attraction, because she knows if you can lead yourself, you can lead her. If even one of these 15 knows made you pause and reflect, then understand this: you already have what it takes to become the kind of man instantly notice, not because you are loud, not because you are pretend, but because you begin mastering the one thing most men never even think to develop: your presence. And if this video helped you become 1% more aware, more powerful, more centered as a man, then dothis, tap that like button. Not for me, Buto. Remind the algorithm that masculine truth still has a place in this world. Subscribe to Stoic Streams so we can keep building this quiet, powerful brothord together, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss what comes next. Beckos. What's coming isn't surface level content. It's not gimmicks, tricks, cheesy pickup lines. It's stoic mastery of the masculine self, forged in awareness, not approval. Remember, attraction isn't about saying the right thing, it's about becoming the right man. The man who walks with depth, who thinks with clarity, who speaks with calm confidence. The man who doesn't chase the attention, because attention naturally flows to those who are grounded. Women don't want perfect, they want present. Want a man who doesn't just take up space, but owns his space, and every gesture, every breath, every silence you carry can either draw her in or push her away. So begin the journey now, not toward impressing others, but toward embodying the kind of man you were always meant to be. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Stay silent, stay sharp, stay shopic.